We are back with another trade recap video today. Today is October 14th, Tuesday, 2025. Today we had Powell speaking at like 12:20 or something, but other than that, no other like AM news that had any effect on us really. So pretty open to just trade this. But yeah, let's get right into it. So coming into the day, I was pretty bearish, just because my analysis on Sunday, I wanted to see this 4-hour hold at consequent encroachment, and we did just that, at least for now, because I wanted to kind of come down and start filling in this new week opening gap, as well as take out some higher time frame, low resistance liquidity. So overall I'm pretty bearish on the week until proven otherwise. But as of right now, yeah, it seems like we're somewhat bullish just as of today. One of the things I was looking for was we were getting a lot of displacement to the downside off open, which was fine, and we filled in this liquidity void completely, in which at that point it seems like that was the target for sell side. So instead of marrying my bias, and shout out to one of my Discord members for pointing out that longs look really good, because I mean, even if it is just a small little reminder, it does go a long way sometimes. And today it was one of those moments where I was so stuck. I felt kind of stuck in a bearish bias. So my thought process was, okay, I want to see us retrace to like this 5-minute or this 5-minute, preferably leaving this one open as a breakaway gap, then continue lower. But then I saw all this low resistance liquidity up here, which is like super easy target. As you can see, we just absolutely blew through that. But yeah, so getting into the actual trades I took, I was looking on I was watching on the 1-minute and like flipping between the 1-minute and the 5-minute the whole session. I wanted preferably to kind of get like maybe a retrace into this 5-minute to go higher, but it looks like we just wanted to bounce off the top of new week opening gap again, and then kind of, head upwards. My first entry was off of this 30-second right here. Yeah, like right here or something. And I was just targeting these internal highs right here with a stop at the low. And also I'm trading on MNNQ, at least in terms of contracts, because the volatility or the volume of these candles is kind of ridiculous. We're getting 20-point candles, 30-point candles. This is a 50-point candle. So in terms of risk management, sizing down is definitely something that I'm gonna keep doing until the volume goes back to a relatively normal state. But anyways, so I took this 30-second entry here. I liked this because on the 1-minute, this wick was extremely manipulative. Even though like we didn't take out sell side or anything here, we still were bouncing out of a 2-minute and a 1-minute. So I really liked this wick, and we closed up. And that is just a little bit of candle theory. But yeah, I took this inverse. Break even was, I think, at this high or something. Oh, it was at this body. That's what it was. And yeah, this was break even. And then once we hit this, I moved my stop loss obviously to break even, but I moved it like just a couple like maybe a 1 or 2 points into profit, and I think that's what fucked me up, because I got stopped out by one tick, right here. Literally one tick, and then it ran all the way to all my targets. But it's okay. We learned. I think what I'm gonna do from now on is just like leave my stop loss completely at like just a flat zero, or if not even like a little bit below, like maybe just like $5, because who cares about $5? It doesn't even fucking matter. Just to avoid, like, once in a blue moon circumstances like this, where price comes down, sweeps, but then it gets held by something like just above where my stop loss would be, and then it just runs. But anyways, that was my 30-second trade. I like that one. I don't think it was A plus, because we weren't delivering from a 5-minute or 15-minute, but in terms of overall just like mechanically this setup was relatively good. Maybe like B plus or A. But the main reason I took it was because of the liquidity, and really that's what you're trading is liquidity. You want to make sure that you have your targets right, and then most of the time, even if you have like a mid entry, if you have your target right, sometimes it won't even matter. But anyways, that was my 30-second trade, and then I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. But there was a valid 5-minute entry right here, so, as well as 15-minute. So the 15-minute closed and the 5-minute closed both at 10:15, although I entered off of the 5-minute, but the 15-minute was just added confirmation. I had my stop kind of like in the middle of this order block here, and then I moved it to the wick, the bottom of the wick, once we wicked up. So I got maybe like a 1 to 3.5 here, because I ended up taking my runner off right here, but I'll get into that in a sec. But yeah, this was my 5-minute entry. Write that out for you guys. And I liked this one. Honestly, about the same amount. Again, like, no real retracements were happening on this day, so a lot of this stuff was based off of continuation, confluences. So I mean, realistically, if we see this 5-minute inverse and we have good momentum that's carrying through here, we wouldn't want to see anything go down to this area anyway, like down to new week opening gap. Plus, this is just such a high value target, so it was kind of light bulb for me. But yeah, this was my 5-minute entry. I went break even here. And I scaled 4 of my 5-minute or micros. I was in a 5 micro position here when I entered, and I scaled 4 of the 5 here. I think I can even show you my, I think it's on MNQ. Yeah, I'll show you my executions. As you can see, I took off 4 contracts here, as well as this was my previous trade right here where I lost the 5 on the break even. But I took off 4 on this candle here, right at these highs, around 24,664, 24,661, 24,664. So yeah, like right around there. And then my last runner was stopped. I stopped it out, or I flattened it around this area here. For, I think that one contract alone was like $150 or something, $160. So yeah, that's that. In terms of where we go from here. I mean, overall, I'm pretty bearish still. We filled the volume void right here. I mean, this, I don't know. It's kind of weird because on the higher time frame, it looks very bearish. But at the same time, there's like really nothing here other than just like a bunch of open range. So I'm interested to see exactly what goes on in terms of meandering our way down here. But this is definitely something I'm keeping in mind. Is this low here as well as the higher time frame lows that I have marked out. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. I mean, longs are going to be easier until this low is taken. Just because it's such an awkward low and it's kind of protected. Because we swept all this sell side in a fair value gap, and then we're just like so high, so it's kind of a protected low. So despite the bearishness of the market, I'm probably also going to be equally looking for longs. Tomorrow doesn't look like we have any news worth noting. It's alright though. I mean, it's Wednesday. I'm hoping the price action is good, but you never know. So we'll have to see. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Total P&L at the end of the day today, $458.60. We're sitting at up 500 on the account right now. I don't know. I want to pass this shit, but it's kind of taking forever. And yeah, these are the stats. 87% win rate. This is kind of bugged because, of course, all your stops, like your losing trades, are going to get all stopped out at one time. So it counts all those trades as one trade, but it counts all your partials as one trade as well. So this average is kind of misleading, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm on an eval. I don't want to pay more than 1 month for an eval, but I also don't want to reset the account if I take one losing trade on like minis, you know? So it's such a weird spot to be in, at least personally, because had I taken this on even just one mini and gotten out here, that would have been close to $1,000. So I mean, the fact that I had 5 micros, took 4 off here and 1 off at near 100 points, and I only made $450. It's kind of annoying. I mean, it's just tough because I need to be able to risk enough, you know? Like, I can't, if I'm risking $800 on one mini, like, that's just, and I lose, that's gonna suck, because then I have to get a crazy, like some sort of a crazy win. But I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with micros for now, just so I can have a good amount of risk without blowing the account. You know, and $500 isn't a bad day, so I'm not necessarily complaining. I'm just saying I don't want to spend my entire life on this one eval trying to pass it for months or weeks. So as soon as we get like normal volume like we were having last week, I'm definitely going to go back to minis, but we'll get to that when we get there. So anyways, that's it for today, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.